Yo dudes, welcome to Buffalo Cauliflower Wings Tacos. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these in the air fryer. I find the air fryer one of my favorite new kitchen appliances. This is easy to make, it's incredibly delicious, it is healthy, and it's magnificent. Okay, first step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our cauliflower into florets. So a floret is, I imagine it comes from French, from La France, or something like that, but it's like a little baby tree. In essence, we're gonna make them into small bite-sized pieces. We want these to be a little like wings, so we don't want them too small, we don't want them too big. About that is parfait. Okay, next step, we're gonna make a batter for the cauliflower wings. So into a bowl, I'm gonna put in 100 grams of plain white flour. Use gluten-free if you are celiac. Next step, I got some spices. So I have 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Pop them in, give it a nice mix around, and we're gonna pour in 180 ml of plant milk of choice. Mix it together until you get a lovely batter, and then we're gonna coat it on the cauliflower florets. As much as I kind of want to use a spatula, I think times like this, if you're coating something in batter, make sure your hands are clean and just go for it. I think it gives that opportunity, you know, to get tactile with your food, to get in. You will get a little messy, but I think it's in our genes, you know the way? There you are, always worth it. Anyway, they're really well coated. Give your hands a wash, and we're gonna pop them in the air fryer. Okay, if you don't have an air fryer, you can just use a normal oven. However, an air fryer, our dear friend Shawnee Cal adores, favorite piece of equipment. It's like a small little convection oven. Really practical, really easy. And if you do want to start cooking with less oil, they're really practical. So anyway, I'm gonna pour these in. I'm gonna bake these at the highest temperature for about 15 minutes until they go a little bit crispy. Okay, while our cauliflower is in the air fryer, I'm gonna pickle some onions. So simply take 1 red onion, peel it, slice it in half, and we're gonna pickle it. So I have a jar here with 100 ml of water and 100 ml of vinegar of a choice. I simply used apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna put in a pinch of salt, and then I'm gonna slice them into thin little slivers, like half-moon slivers. If you're not used to doing pickled onions, what it does, 1, it brings out, accentuates the color, so you get this real vibrant pink color. 2, it brings a bit of acidity, so it draws out that kind of astringent, sharp, allium or onion-like flavor, and so it brings a bit of acidity to the dish, and it just makes them delicious, contrasting flavors for these buffalo cauliflower wing tacos. Okay, it's been 15 minutes in our air fryer. You see, oh wow, nice. So they're nice and crispy, looking good. I'm gonna make our buffalo sauce, which we're gonna add to this crispy base. Into a bowl, I'm adding 4 tablespoons of oil, 2 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or alternative liquid sweetener. Next step, add in your spices. We have 3 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Obviously, if you like it less spicy, just use half a teaspoon or a pinch of chili powder. Mix it together until it's smooth, and this is a banging sauce. It's kind of like a spicier, more flavorful barbecue sauce with this kind of subtle undercurrent of garlic in there. It's beautiful, really round, really balanced. It's gonna make these, oh, there's a little bit of heat at the end. Okay, time to add in our sauce. So I'm gonna take out our cauliflower wings, take our buffalo sauce, and we're just gonna smear it all over. Sauce is beautiful. Obviously wash your hands, don't touch them when you've licked your fingers, but we're gonna pop them into the, wow, there's a nice bit of heat. We're gonna pop them into the air fryer and bake them for another 15 minutes until they go crispy and magnificent. Okay, you ready for it? It smells amazing. My mouth is salivating. Here we go. I love the dramatic opening. Look at those. Like crispy, like just, oh, like look at that. Oh my God. That's hot. Okay, time to make a simple quick fire guacamole. I have 2 ripe Hass avocados. I'm gonna chop them in half, scoop them out. I'm gonna slice them on the board just to avoid anyone getting avocado hand. And we're gonna make a really simple quick fire guacamole. Take juice of 2 limes, just give them a little roll to make their juices available. Bunch of coriander or cilantro. Obviously, if you don't like it, leave it out, but I adore it. Just make sure to chop the stalk, chop it nice and fine, and in it goes. Okay, next step, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and a nice generous pinch of black pepper. And obviously, if you want it real smooth, just mash it or blend it even if you do, but I like it chunky, so just give it a nice little cohesive encouragement. Okay, final top tip, we have our tortillas. These are little small lads. I'm gonna just pop them literally on top of the air fryer to allow the steam just to warm them up a little bit. So the residual heat will just heat them up. One other point about the cauliflower wings, if you do want them really crispy, just give them an extra 10 minutes in the air fryer or 10 minutes in the oven until they go lovely and crispy. Oh, nice. Just a little bit softer, a little bit steamed, a little bit warm. Okay, time to plate these up. Oh, that's a lovely little trick. They're nice and warm now. That's lovely. Okay, I'm gonna leave them there. Okay, on our plate, we have a tortilla. I'm gonna take a little bit of vegan mayonnaise. This is just to make it a little more indulgent. Next step, these amazingly beautiful, wonderful cauliflower wings. Oh, that's just beautiful. Okay, here we go, right. We'll try one up for a pack shot later. This is genuinely, maybe I'm really hungry, but this is genuinely one of the tastiest things. It's so flavorful, it's really multi-texturial. So like you're getting the soft taco, the crispy cauliflower wing, the avocado, the mayo, the little bit of acid coming in from the red onion. Like, this is magnificent. This is really, 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 really tasty. This is so tasty. Please try these, please make these at home. In the recipe down below, we do give tips to use the oven too. Instead of the air fryer, just preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Fan assisted, and bake for 25 minutes each time instead of using the air fryer, but well worth trying. Thank you for watching this. Two things that we're doing at the moment that we're so excited about is we've released our podcast, and it's on the topic of community. It's something so dear to our hearts. We've been interviewing some amazing people. Please check that out. And if you're still here, we got loads of online courses and they're brilliant. Check them out. Lots of love anyway. Wishing you a great day, and do make these, they're fabulous. Cheers!